Crappy? Fine, whatever. Crappy, take a silver. Ah, the frog! Frog Mario! Ah! Well, everybody, again, we presented the players with 3 choices, and whoever they decided to choose is the GM they got, unless they secretly chose different GMs, in which case they ended up with the 3rd GM that neither of them chose, in which case that GM comes in with a vengeance, with anger, with fury. Yeah, it's pretty terrifying. So let's find out who the possible GMs are. First off, we have Iron GM Feng Shui, Breakfast Crimes on the Yellow Brick Road. It is our dear friend Waffle Fox Bree. Second GM, Iron GM Storyteller, the one who keeps trying to get me to play Clock Tower and I keep finding excuses not to. Blood on the Clock Tower. Our dear friend Kuchiri. And finally, Iron GM Sound Salad. That's right, the one who made Corn Dan vomit. It is Okami of Games. Now, our players didn't know what the other person chose, but this is how it ended up panning out. First off, Lizstar opted for Okami of Games. Our other possible player, Wolf. Well, no, not possible player. Wolf is playing today. Wolf chose Okami as well, which means that Okami is the GM chosen out of love. Let's go ahead and find... Ooh, I heard a howl. Okami, you should probably come and chat with me because I want to find out what type of game we have today. Hello there, Okami.
Well, hello. How's it going, Brasentia?
Going great. How do you feel being chosen out of love?
I feel pretty good. You know, today's a good day. Significant other's birthday, so please, everybody in the chat, wish Neptune Daydream a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Neptune Daydream. I didn't know it was your birthday, but Neptune Daydream has helped out a lot with our social medias and is a really cool friend of the stream. So wish Neptune Daydream a very big happy birthday. Yeah, I'd love to see you, Neptune.
All right. Now, the game. You are also familiar with this game, I believe, Brasentia.
It's possible. I actually, now that I'm looking at the game, I am. I don't remember what happens in the game at all, though, so I'm a little terrified.
All right, so for this race, I did a little something nice for the race. You know, the racers were nice enough to pick me, so I got them a little present. I got them both a hamster. A pet hamster.
Yay! This game! I hate this game!
So I got them both a hamster, but training the hamster is on them. And you know, what would you do if you had to train a hamster? What kind of tricks would you teach it to do? Would you teach it to roll? Would you teach it to sit? Would you...
I'd teach it to not die. That would be the first thing.
Well... our racers are not going to be doing any of the above because our racers are going to have to make sure the hamsters that I got them are forklift certified because we have Tsumu for PlayStation.
Tsumu, infamously the game that eliminated from one of the mystery tournaments, and this hamster... Okay, here's the deal. I actually really enjoyed the game, but the level that destroyed me, as with all sort of puzzle games, there's often a whole bunch of levels that are like, okay, I can do this, and then suddenly a level that's like, let's go ahead and destroy your soul. And that's what happened to me. Well, the players will have an hour instead of a beat blank level like I had. The players will have an hour to make as much progress as they can. Whoever does takes the victory, obviously, and whoever doesn't will be moving down to the losers bracket. People are saying this hamster does not have a hard hat. I don't know about in-game, but that's something that we will probably judge the hamsters on.
Well, I think you have to have a hard hat if you want to be forklift certified.
Yeah, are you forklift certified?
I mean, I'm not wearing a hard hat, so no, I'm not forklift certified.
Well, I mean, you don't always have to wear a hard hat once you get certified. It's like...
Yeah, but I'm not a hamster either.
It's not just the hamsters who have to wear it. I gotta be honest. Like, anybody who is driving a forklift, you have to wear it while driving the forklift. Actually, I don't know. Do you have to wear a Is that required? What if you're just driving, like, across the parking lot? Do you still have to wear a hard hat while driving the forklift? I'm not certified. I don't know.
I mean, it might be on a... Maybe it's on a case-by-case basis. I probably would wear one anyway.
Is anybody here forklift certified? Can you tell me, is it required if you're driving across a parking lot, please? People say yes.
People say yes? Okay.
Uh-oh. Well, one person says yes. That may or may not be correct. Yeah, I'll trust the single person. That sounds great. That's how you don't get in trouble, trusting a single person.
Archvile is pointing out the other thing that our hamsters are lacking, a high visibility vest.
I mean, honestly, look at the hamster. It basically is a vest. Highly visible, like white, and like if you shine a light on this hamster, you're going to see it. I gotta be honest. Okay, I have just a little bit of capturing to do, and a couple other things, and then we will be good to go. You know, I just need to change Dowolf's icon one day, because Dowolf's icon is just all stretched out and weird, and I just need to crop it so that it's square. Dowolf, if you're listening to this later, don't worry. It's my job, not yours. With that said, I am...
It's your job to bother him about it, Dowolf.
No, it's not. No, my job. You don't have to do anything. My job. What am I doing? Just a second. I need to use my brain first. Okay. That...
For people who are familiar with Tsumu, the way we're going to be doing this, I told the racers to go into the tutorial stages first. There's 10 tutorial stages. After they do those, then they'll go on to the main stages.
Yeah.
So they'll get a little bit of time to learn how the game does game things.
Just enough time to learn that they have made a mistake in playing this game. Like, I honestly think that this game is quote-unquote good, as in it functions the way that it's intended. It's just that, like, there are a lot of bait and switches in the game that really throw me off.
It's definitely a game in here for weirdness, but there's a few cruel points that I think also just make it genuinely a good fit for Kuso. It fits more in that weirdness category, and...
Oh, yeah. It's weird. Look, Hatsune Miku is in this game. Thank you, by the way, Uno Squid, for the 100 bits, and thank you for everybody who has followed and subscribed during the stream. That's easily the easiest way to support the channel. You can also drop a tip or honestly just tell friends about Kusog7ande. Or if you want to support in a different way, sign-ups are open! ! Sign-ups. Only until September 15th, though. That's the last day. Mind you, we do have a record number of people who have signed up already, and I would like a few more.
Look, I'm happy because I convinced one of my friends to sign up by putting Slamscape in this tournament, so I did my job.
Oh my gosh, I loved Slamscape. Like, it was a fever dream, but I want to play more of it.
The best part about that match is later on I made one of the regulars around here, Mifa, play Slamscape. Or rather, I brought it to her attention, and she's like, I have to play this now. And while she was streaming it, we had like the one speedrunner for Slamscape hanging out in the chat, providing information. It was really cool.
Yeah, thank you. Like, honestly, there are a lot of cool people in the community. A lot of people, a lot of new people who are showing up as well, and we try to be as welcoming to new people as possible, so even if you haven't done much streaming before, like, come and join. If you don't know if you're gonna like the people, well, we've got Okami and we tolerate him, so... Okay.
If Bro can tolerate me, he can tolerate anyone.
Well, it looks like they're ready for getting forklift certified. So, chat, I'm going to need you to do a very important job and spam some emotes. What would be good emotes? Animals?
If you have anything hamster related, if you have forklifts, if you have something related to tank controls, that would also be good. Something with stacking blocks. Possibly some animal pictures, because we're going to be constructing animal pictures.
Yeah, spam from any channel, spam, because we're doing the countdown. Go, 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 go. As soon as I see movement in the first stage is when I start the timer, by the way. So here we go. We are close. Start.
All right, so I told them what their controls are, what the controls are, and what their goal is in each stage. Your goal is to construct the picture here. So you have to make the rest of the flag. You can stack 2 blocks on top of each other, like DoWolf is doing here. It's probably going to take them a little bit to get a handle on the controls, because it is tank controls. Up makes you go forward, down makes you go back, left and right rotate you. DoWolf is through the first stage already.
Very nice.
Already catching on to how this goes.
Livstar is through as well. This is a puzzle game, and it is deceptively simple. It's going to become a pain for the players in just a little bit. Trust me.
When we were setting up this game, and I gave them like a no context screenshot for this game, both the racers commented on, this game looks adorable. And I agree, it looks adorable. It's very deceptive though in its difficulty.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna start, we're on tutorial stages, it's gonna start easy for them. It won't take too long for them to start getting to some of the more problematic stages when it comes to completing the goals. Especially since, and this will become relevant soon enough, they can move around as much as they want in these tutorial stages.
That's not always the case, though.
No.
The big thing that really tripped me up when it came to when I played this was specifically the way that movement worked, because I thought it was timer based that I was losing, but no, it was the number of moves, and it's very easy at some point to get to where you're making accidental moves and it counts against you. It's you'll see.
Yeah, the middle part of the top part of the HUD, where you see the infinity symbol, that tells you how many moves that you have left. And for the tutorial stages, they will have infinite moves. When they get to the main stages, they will not anymore. And of course, I didn't tell them this. They'll be in for a rude awakening when they get that far, get through the tutorial stages, and learn that, oh, I have to do these puzzles in a certain number of moves. That's not good.
Yeah, not only that, but like where you can actually pick up the blocks, DoWolf is finding that changes. You can only pick them up based off of where you see the holes at the bottom of the blocks. So, they will, like right now, it's all just learning the basics for how this game functions. Liz.
Yeah.
Learning that you can put blocks on top of blocks and probably gonna try to move them around together. But you can also just move blocks out of the way. That's never a bad idea in the tutorials.
I don't know what the lore is for this game. Muir is saying that he did scan the manual. I don't know how much lore there would be in it, but if you have a link for it, where we could take a look through it and see if we can find any hot lore.
I don't know. I can't read Japanese.
Yeah, beyond being forklift certified. Well, I guess there's also that small problem, not being able to read Japanese.
Yeah, I need to learn one of these days. Ooh, wait, Muware, are you the one who put it on archive.org? If so, many thanks. I am a huge fan of video game preservation, and preserving documents is one of the things that has been missed a lot of places. So yeah, thank you so much for being part of the preservation efforts there. Okay, Liz Star moving on to 0-3. Doe Wolf has managed to complete the flag for the UK. Congrats.
Yep. Dole just beat the stage that Liz is currently on now. And most of the puzzles, they should all be easy enough to tell, like, what pieces go where. Most of the time, it's either you're constructing a flag, and you can already see, like, the borders of the flag. So it should be easy to tell which piece goes where. I think after we get out of the tutorial stage, we're going to start constructing pictures of animals.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely remember constructing pictures of, like, fish and horses.
Okay, let me see. I've got. I'm trying to do Google Translate. Okay. Just a sec.
So, Doe Wolf is on to stage 5. I believe this is the stage that introduces, exactly what Doe Wolf is doing. It's the one that teaches you about backing up out into, like, a corridor. Because we were talking about the movement with this game. You can't turn into a wall, basically. So
you can't turn into a wall, right?
Yeah, even if it doesn't look like there's a wall there, like, if you're in one of those narrow passageways, you're committed to going that way. You can't turn left or right to adjust which direction you're facing. The Doe Wolf is having to figure out how to get the piece out and get it back into, get it with the other one. Oh, I think he's going to get the other one and then just stack the two on top of each other and then just put them both into place right away. Which Liz just beat, Liz just did 0-3 on to 0-4.
Okay. By the way,
learning...
I'm trying. It's not really, like, it's talking about the game rules, but I'm not finding the story. Apparently your character's name is Gigi. G-I-G-I. Yeah, you're not Tsumu, you are Gigi.
Joe.
You're GG. Which is very appropriate for this, because that's what people say at the end. And you are the player's alter ego, scattered in high. Leilu's containers, luck with 7 lifts. Hamas will help you. I work with C? What? I don't think this translation is very accurate, but thank you, Google.
Google knocking out of the park as always. So Doe Wolf has a new hazard here. Doe Wolf has gotten to the first stage with teleporters. They're pretty self-explanatory. Red teleports you to the other red, blue teleports you to the other blue. But the nice thing about teleporters is when you step on them, you're still on them, so you can, like, change your direction before moving off of it. And I like what Doe Wolf has going on here, doing this stage pretty optimally. Getting the piece that goes on top, putting it on the piece right below it, and then putting them both in place right away. Like, Doe Wolf did that stage very cleanly.
Very nice. Yeah, Doe Wolf is a little bit in the lead, but again, like, the important thing is that the players are really going to get walled by some of the later stages as soon as you have limited moves. So, even though Doe Wolf is doing well right now, that is not necessarily going to be the case in a little bit. Liz Star learning a very important mechanism, which is learning how to back up in order, like, backing up is very important in this game, and it's very difficult to learn how to deal with that reliably. Okay, Doe Wolf has learned that if you teleport, but that you are not able to actually be in the warped location, it automatically warps you back.
Yep.
Yeah, it takes a little getting used to. Okay, Liz Star currently on 0-6. I feel like
doing a lot of backing up.
Yeah, Liz Star is a little less of a fan of puzzle games, if I'm not mistaken, although I'm not completely sure. Did either of them express trepidation?
I think most of the expression I got from this game was, it looks cute. Actually, let me look through the history of the match chat to see. Liz saying that, okay, that looks cute. And then both of them basically saying, have not played it. Liz saying that she likes obscure PS1 garbage. Wolf, after loading up the game, saying, OMG, we're adorable. I assume this rabbit with a jetpack is us, or rocket surfboard.
Sure.
That's your initial review from the players when I handed it to them.
Okay. So basically, they're excited. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, Liz Star getting that tutorial level pretty well. Wolf learned that if you put blocks, specifically these metal blocks on X's, they will fall down through the floor, and that's very useful. You actually sometimes need to put blocks so that you can walk across the ground.
And as an extension of that, on this stage, Dolph is learning that you can't just directly place the metal block over the hole that you want to put it on. You have to put it on the X block so it falls down.
Yep. Why? I don't know. Them's the rules.
So Dolph should be done with this stage very shortly, and that means Dolph will be done with the tutorial stages. We'll be on to the main stages.
Yep.
Only about 10 minutes too, which is for doing 10 stages blind. I would say that's a pretty
really
good time from Wolf.
Liz Star is only a couple stages behind as well. Yeah, this game has a lot of cool ideas. Like, honestly, I feel like this is a frustrating game just due to how do I describe it? So some of the stupid rules for how you can move and how you can't. For some reason, if they're like everything that looks like it's a hole in the ground actually technically functions as a wall, and it would make more sense to have it as a wall. It's just that you wouldn't really be able to see your character if there were walls all over the place, you know? Just imagine if there is not a block on the floor, it functions as a wall.
When I race this game, one of my biggest struggles, I'm usually not great with tank controls, so oftentimes I would press a button and accidentally go in a direction that I didn't want to go, which isn't too bad in the tutorial stages when you have unlimited moves, but when you're in the main stages like Wolf is, every accidental move you make, that's another step that you take that you can't move for. Or, like, that's one less step that you can take for the whole stage. And there's no undo button.
Yep. Wolf just ran out of moves and got kicked out, and Wolf is probably thinking now, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see some yelling about that.
Yeah, so for me, the biggest complaint that I had was that just because I can't read Japanese, I had a bit of a hard time understanding why I was losing and what was causing the counter go down. Because Wolf figuring out
Wolf
that
realizes his mistake. The piece that he was just carrying, the back part of the fish, that's the one you got to put in place first. In order to, because that's the harder one to put, and then you can just go forward normally for the other one. This is giving Liz a good chance to catch up because Dolph is struggling a little bit more on this stage.
Understandably, the difficulty really goes up once you have limited moves.
Mm-hmm. And this isn't too bad of an introduction stage to it because you only have 30 moves, right? There's only, like, so many moves that you can make before you're gonna very quickly run out of them, and the stage isn't too big either. So I think this is gonna be a good introduction to having a limited number of moves for the players.
By the way, chat, thank you for spamming empty. Y'all are nerds.
Empty is a good quote.
It's a word. How is that empty? That's a quote.
I mean, yeah. We've seen. Look, isn't there a quote in your quote bot which is literally just an ellipsis because of Golgo 13?
Probably. I mean, okay, it's a quote. Whatever. You know, Tsumu was developed by a company called Hecht Co. Limited, which honestly explains a lot. Hecht.
All right,
Yeah.
Liz is on 1-1 along with Wolf, so Liz is caught up to Wolf. Wolf has a little bit more experience with fiddling around with this stage, but Liz is very close and could take the lead here, depending on how quickly Liz catches on to how this stage plays and where she's got to move everything in order to clear the stage. Starts with the front of the fish, which
Everybody does.
Yeah, it's the immediate obvious answer to go for, so I can't say I blame her. Although that does mean that she basically does not have enough moves to clear the stage anymore.
Yep. That's fine. That's part of puzzle games. You know, I've made a little puzzle game, and a lot of what you do, especially for later on, is think, what did I teach the players to do, and how can I mess with them by making them do that again? And if you can do that, then you've usually done a pretty good job with the puzzle game.
Yeah. With the on the subject of like, oh, actually, I really like what Liz has going here. Liz might get this stage right away. I'm noticing that Liz isn't moving the camera around.
Whoa!
Which I think moving the camera around would help a bit, but regardless, Liz is through 1-1 and has moved into the lead.
Very good job, Liz Star. Yeah, Wolf has been having a bit of a hard time with this, which is fine. We are still very early on.
Yeah, we're still early enough for plenty of time for one of them for either Liz to pull ahead further or for Wolf to catch up. And this is the kind of game where I could expect to see some lead changes because they could get stuck on the stage for a while.
There will be plenty,
1-2, no,
yeah.
1-2, no problem at all for Liz. There's not a whole lot of places to go in it, so there's only so many things you can try. Liz accidentally going back into 1-2.
Yeah, I think once Wolf figures out the order of operations for which block needs to play first, or B plays first, he's going to get this level very quickly. And honestly, there are enough walls coming up later that it's not really a big deal if you struggle for a while right now, because just learning how the game functions and what the game wants you to do is a very important part of this match.
You can see that.
Ooh, interesting.
You can see that this stage that Liz is on, Liz has a lot more moves compared to the 30 or so moves that she's had for the previous stages. Now she has 200 moves that she can make.
Oh yeah, this level was a nightmare. I think I actually ran out of moves when I was playing this level. Wolf, unfortunately, stacking things and not being able to get into the corner. Yeah, the thing is, like, if there is anything in the way of your little forklift forks, whatever, you're just not able to rotate. Okay.
Me making a forklift that lifts literal forks. You know, like forks as in like the silverware.
Yeah. Liz
and lifts nothing
backing
else.
up. Yeah, the thing is, with this level, you have to learn, do I need to back up in these areas, or do I need to go forward, and how do I deal with that? Liz doing a relatively good job here.
Yeah, Liz has the right idea here. Actually, so has Wolf. Wolf just beat the stage that he was stuck on for so long.
Very nice.
And is probably going to catch up pretty quickly, although Liz already has the right idea for what to do for this stage, so I think she's going to clear it on this attempt. Just needs to get this one, drop it in the middle, and that's a clear of 1-3 for Liz.
Very nice job, Liz. Okay, Wolf using stacking method here, and that's going to work for Wolf. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Well, once Wolf gets unstuck.
There we go.
All right, so this stage, I'd say, is the first, like, kind of hard stage in this game. 1-4 here, because there's 2 blocks, they're in pretty different parts, and there's a lot of narrow corridors, and you only have 150 moves to put both of them into place. So, yeah. Good luck.
Mind you, one important thing with this is that rotating doesn't count as a move in this game, so
yes.
That is going... That's a very important thing for you to learn early on. Okay, Liz, depositing one part of fish, although I think that it's the wrong direction. That's another thing as well. You need to pay attention to the letter T and make sure that...
Yeah, that indicates the direction you have to put them. I told them that the secondary measure for progress is getting enough pieces in the right spot. So that piece that Liz has already put down is technically in the wrong spot, so that would not count towards the metric.
Yep, Liz has to rotate the piece 180 degrees. When you have it correct, the T should be facing with the pointy part towards you.
So Dolewolf has learned something pretty important here that might be helpful knowledge to him down the road, which is you can only pick up 2 blocks at a time. He tried to stack 3 blocks on top of each other and was not able to carry them around, so you can only carry 2 around at a time.
It's not the strongest forklift in the world, but what can you say? You're a hamster. You're a hamster. Like, is it powered via hamster? Because if so, I don't imagine it's the strongest forklift either.
Yeah, I mean, with the way that this forklift looks, it looks like it's connected to the hamster. Future of technology, everyone. All right, Dolewolf is on 1-4 as well, along with Liz, so it is tied up again.
Oh yeah, chat says forklift certification. Not more than 2 blocks on top of each other. Very, very important note there. Didn't know that.
How could I forget that from forklifting school?
Forklifting school. Wait, did I pin something empty?
Yeah, you just noticed that you pinned that?
Well, I don't want to pin that. Chat, if you wondered why I pinned an empty message, it's because I was trying to do Google Translate or something. I don't know. But yeah, the company that made this also was one of the developers for Clockworks, which is another puzzle game that we've had on Kusog7ande.
Clockworks is a good game. I love Clockworks.
I would say that it's another puzzle game that has some flaws, but overall, I think it's pretty enjoyable.
One of my friends put Clockworks in my BizHawk shuffler, and I'm like, heck yeah, I love Clockworks.
Wow.
I gave it out for people on Retro Book Club a while back, and I think people within the half an hour time limit weren't able to come to grasp the way Clockworks controls, which it does control clunkily, and takes some getting used to. Like many things in Kusog7ande, it's an acquired taste. I do like what Dolewolf has going on here, though. Has both the blocks stacked on top of each other, so it's going to back up here, place that one in place, and then can just pick up the other one and start taking it where he needs to go.
Yeah,
Liz also in the
smart.
same. Liz is also in the same position. The only difference is Liz has a lot less moves than Dolewolf, so I think Dolewolf's in a better position to be able to clear the stage.
Nope.
But yeah, Liz realizing she doesn't have enough moves and resets probably has the right idea at least, so should be able to conserve more moves, trying to replicate that. But I think Dolewolf has enough moves here. Yeah, he's gonna start moving into position. Oh no!
Oh no, so close.
You were so close, Dolewolf! You fooled yourself! Now he doesn't have enough moves to course correct and has to reset the stage.
Yeah, welcome to this game, everybody. I remember this level being a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, as a puzzle game, it can be extremely frustrating. I feel like it's fun, but yeah, it's hard. Just because, that's the most annoying thing. There are no walls for you to see, can I turn here or not? You just have to rely on, because there's emptiness below, I'm not able to rotate, and that's just not very intuitive. It feels like you should be able to. It's empty space, right? Unless it's against forklift certification. Can anybody verify here?
We do have some people in chat who are forklift certified who can answer any of our forklift related questions. forklift wizards. I don't know how they do it.
Well,
All right.
by getting certified.
Well, I mean, that's a good start to that. All right, so what are our players doing? The problem is, like, for where Dolwolf's at, like, I know Dolwolf had the right idea. I think Liz was on the right track too. Like, they're both on the right track. They just need to get the setup to be able to finish it. Which, Dolwolf might have an idea this time. Just needs to make sure he goes the right way. Looking to make sure that he's going the right way before he commits to it, using up so many moves. A wise plan.
Using a couple extra moves to get it is fine, as long
as you don't run out of moves.
Yep.
Liz did clear the stage, though, so is on to stage 5.
And there we go. Dolwolf is through as well. Dolwolf is essentially caught up at this point.
They have basically tied it up. I'm gonna keep an eye on what they do after stage 5, because I basically was telling them to do the stage 1 courses, and that they do all those, they can go on to stage 2. However, it is possible they may try to go into like 2-1 instead of going to 1-6. So I'm keeping an eye out for that to let them know ASAP if they go against that.
By the way, if y'all are digging this lovely saxophone music, there's a reason why. It was specifically made by the director of the music for Dragon Warrior 3, Dragon Warrior 7, Pokemon Coliseum for GameCube, Pokemon Battle Revolution, Pokemon Battle Troze, Harvest Moon games, Tsukasa Tawada, has worked on a lot of fantastic games, and let me just say, this is a lovely, chill...
Yeah, the music fits for what this game is. A nice and chill soundtrack for a casual forklift hamster puzzle game.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're doing forklift music, you don't want, stressful music. No, you need something calm for forklifting.
Absolutely. And
I appreciate the validation.
If I have to go drive around a forklift on the job, I'm just gonna have this soundtrack on in my headphones.
Now, I've never driven a forklift, but I've driven a backhoe. I've driven farm equipment, and oh my gosh. Let me just tell you, they should not have let me drive that backhoe, but I accidentally tore down some, TV cables.
Yeah, good for you. All part of the job, I suppose.
All part of the job? They weren't paying me. All part of...
even better, then.
No, not even better. They should have... Come on, that was not even allowance. Come on.
You're not even getting paid to destroy things.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm not completely sure what happened. I think my family, ran out and apologized to the people. But
I've learned over the years many interesting things about your family, bro.
Yeah, it was really fun to drive that backhoe, though. If you've never operated a power shovel before, you're missing out, okay? The type of chaos...
When can we bring back Power Shovel for Kusog7ande? There's a classic.
Power Shovel's such a good game.
Power Shovel is a good goof.
By the way, I'm going to be going to TwitchCon in Vegas, and there is an arcade there. Last time I went, they did have the Power Shovel arcade cab, but it wasn't working, and I really hope it's working, because if so, I want to go play some Power Shovel, okay? Y'all, if you're going to be at TwitchCon and you want to go play Power Shovel with me, or at least go check it out.
Japanese arcade games are always so good. When I went to PAX, last weekend, I would always find myself frequenting the arcade to play a game called Bishibashi there. Which is it's basically a 4-player WarioWare-like game with it's like a big minigame compilation, and there's just some really goofy stuff in it.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Wolf did acknowledge that this game is being rude. Wolf even typed rude in Discord because apparently this game is rude. And, yeah, I would say that, like, that. My biggest complaint with the game is the limited moves. I don't think that was necessary. You didn't have to do this to us, okay? You could have given us unlimited moves, and we would have been fine.
I think the way I would have done it is I would have probably still had limited moves, but I would have, like, the main part of the game being unlimited moves, and then if you manage to get to, like, a special, like, EX stage or something like that, then you get a stage with limited moves as, like, a challenge.
Yeah, you can have unlimited moves as a challenge mode, you know?
Alright, Dolph on to 1-6. Making progress.
Okay, Liz, great idea here. I think Liz has 1-5 figured out. Just raise. There we
Almost.
go.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, Liz has this.
Yep.
Beautiful. Liz making up a lot of time on 1-5 and it's working to catch up to Wolf. Very nice.
They both entered 1-5 at around the same time and have finished 1-5 in around the same amount of time. Like a slight lead for Wolf, but not a huge one by any means.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do with 1-6 here.
Wolf does not like this. I can feel.
There's a little alcove there that's hard to slip a piece into, so Dolph has to figure out. Well, both of the players have to figure out how exactly to do. Oh, Liz is trying to experiment with picking up 3 at a time, and it's not working.
Yep. Forklift, like, you have to understand the limits of the forklift. The limit's 2 blocks, okay? 2 blocks. If you get a forklift that is specifically designed to lift 3 blocks, then and it's allowed.
It's a bootleg forklift.
Bootleg forklift. I do not want to operate a bootleg forklift. Do you know how? My gosh. Mind you, I've used some bootleg equipment before. Okay, like a bootleg shaver. I've used that to get my hair cut before, and let me tell you, the amount of times your hair gets stuck in bootleg equipment and it just yanks, oh, it hurts, okay? Never use bootleg haircut equipment. That's my professional...
I want you all to know that Wolf in the match chat says in all caps, peanuts!
I don't see any peanuts. Are there peanuts? I see a horse.
Yeah, we've got a nice horse we gotta construct.
I do like that, like, the pictures on the crates are animated. They didn't need to be.
I think it's a nice touch, and it does help you to visualize what piece goes where a bit more, I think.
I think so, yeah.
But the stage that Wolf is on now, it's not an especially hard stage. Like, you're not going to be finding yourself stuck wondering, like, how do I get this block into this place? It's mostly just, you have an open area, figure out how you can get through it in as few moves as possible, because you have 100 moves. That's the main hurdle for this one.
Yeah. I think it was the last level in the set of World 1 that really tripped me up. And honestly, that could very easily be the deciding level for a lot of the players here. Or for both of our players, yeah.
I believe for the mystery tournament race when we did this, I think our goal was 1-8. That sounds right in my head.
Oh wait, that's right, you raced me. You butt.
Surprise, it was me!
Okami beat me. Yeah, honestly, I think I was doing very well until that level, and it just... I choked. I choked hard.
I mean, I would agree that you were doing well. I was definitely struggling with the game a bit. It took me a while to really come to terms with the controls.
Come to terms with it, yeah.
So
Double can do it. Like, you just...
So here's the problem that Dolwolf has. That piece that he still has to get into place, it goes in the middle, but the nut, like the holes that you have to put in are, yeah, they're from the left side. Oh, but I like what Dolwolf is doing here. He's almost out of moves, though. You gotta hurry, Dolwolf.
Not hurry.
Make every move count.
There we go. One move left.
On the final move, Dolwolf managed to clear the stage.
Very nice.
Very clutch.
Holy guacamole. Yeah, like, the game clicked for me except for that level. Just, like, I think it's the level that Dolwolf is on right now, actually.
This is what the final level was for us when we played it for Mystery Tournament 1-8.
Yep. Everybody, this is where you go to cry. Just so you know.
So you got a bunch of 2-block stacks that you have to get into place here. So what do you do with the moves that you have? Well, figure it out, Dolwolf. It's your job to figure out. It's not my job to tell you. The general idea, though, I think from what I did when I did this race, is ending with the one in the middle, because you can just go forward in a straight line.
Yep.
I think I remember doing that, but you have to break up the 2 tall stacks, because that's gonna give you basically an escape for trying to get back out of the alcove, because Dolwolf could put these 2 pieces in the right spot and have 4 pieces in the correct spot. The problem is, if he puts those in the right spot, he doesn't have a way to get out. And I think Dolwolf realizes that.
Oh,
breaking them up means you can raise up your forklift, so that way you can still swing around the blocks, because your forklift will just go over them. And is experimenting. I applaud the experimentation. We'll see where it gets him, though, with now 29 moves left and counting. Not much you can do from there, Dolwolf. Liz got 1-7 done as well. So Liz is also on this hex stage.
Yeah, literally the worst stage while I was playing right here.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it so much.
Alright, what's Dolwolf planning here with the 13 moves he has left?
Yeah, Dolwolf's gonna have to restart, and that's fine.
I'm sure by the end of the hour, both our racers will get through this stage, but I would not be too surprised to see them struggle with it for a bit. So get used to this stage, potentially, is what I'm saying.
Wait, Linkums in chat is saying that the forklift bars are called dongers. There's no way that's correct. Linkums? You coming in here telling lies to my chat?
I'm okay with the lies.
Wow. Okami being fine with lies, who would have guessed?
What happens if I type exclamation quote lies in your chat? What does Nightbot have to say about it?
Dolwolf a little bit stuck, and that's understandable. Welcome to hell. Can I take your number?
Take a ticket and have a seat. Or take a forklift and have a seat.
Take a forklift and have a seat. My gosh, yeah. Okay.
Alright, what are you planning to do with this, Dolwolf? I think those blocks that you have on the left side are supposed to go in the middle.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, so what is... You're gonna break up the stack? No, you're gonna have empty flashing.
That's okay. Sometimes you just get empty. That's hamster forklift life. Oh no, the TV's got static. Empty! Empty!
Empty!
Wait, you power the forklift, do you also power the televisions? My gosh.
Yeah. It's a very powerful hamster for hamster standards.
Good job, hamster.
Forklift certified and TV certified. The TV certified was a bonus that I gave the players.
Ah.
Alright, let's see what Liz has in mind right now for this stage. I see the players trying to keep the blocks in like the section of the map where they have to ultimately take them. I would probably consider dropping them like right across the bridge and then breaking up pieces, or at least trying that. I don't know if I've seen them try that strategy that much though.
Yeah, I think that just for management, like Liz has the butterfly constructed, just not nearly in the correct location, and I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Liz is probably like, is that good enough? No, Liz, it's not good enough. Do it again.
Oh, at least the music is super calming. But the thing is, like, when you're in a race setting and you're doing something like this, one important thing to remember, chat, is that if you're struggling, your competitor is also struggling, and that's fine.
And that is exactly what is happening here. Both of them are struggling hard on this stage.
Yeah, but if you start letting it get to your head, that's when you're going to start making the same mistakes over and over again, which is exactly what happened to me in the race with this game. I choked. Start
getting on tilt. I need to look through the other games I played for MT and see. I think there's a few other good ones in there. Like, genuinely good. I remember playing... This is the one that I give out for Kusog7ande, mostly because it's too short, but I remember playing this game where it was like a grappling hook platformer, where you were playing as a box, and the only way you had to move around by jumping everywhere. You couldn't walk, you had to jump everywhere. So like lining yourself up for jumps in the lake was really tough to do.
Oh, so basically the opposite of Bionic Commando.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking Ninja 5-0, because I love Ninja 5-0. That is a good GBA game, and I would highly recommend playing that if you have not played Ninja 5-0.
I haven't. I haven't at all.
I recommend it. You should go talk to Alpha 5 about their opinions about Ninja 5-0, because I think they run that game.
Okay.
Apparently, she and Hedge are yelling at the screens whenever they don't do a good forklift thing.
That's
That's
why you gotta get certified, okay? Otherwise, you get a hamster that like moves forklifts like this.
Bree, more swearing or less swearing than sheep?
Oh my gosh.
I have to know for reasons.
Yeah, let me just say, both of the players are experiencing the pain that I felt.
Mm-hmm. I forget how long I was on this stage for, but it was definitely a while. I remember that.
Yeah, no, don't look. You don't need to look at the VOD, okay? You don't need to remember my shame.
Okay, I'll take your word for that, bro.
Good.
It's resetting the stage. What do... Liz just says, what? Yeah. Ninja 5-0 is fun to play. It's satisfying to play as well when you learn, like, how to control it, because it's like Bionic Commando where, like, you've got a grappling hook and you can swing around, but I'd say the controls feel a lot more fluent than Bionic Commando does. And you can go, like, real fast. And there's even, like, a time attack mode for going through each stage as fast as you can, which I think is pretty fun. I'm sure you could find, if you really wanted to find the VOD, I'm sure you could find it on Mystery Funhouse's Twitch. They usually save their VODs. I don't have it saved, so I would have to go look for the VOD, and I am lazy.
Good. See,
Oh, man,
we need
bro,
to
you had to
encourage
tell-
that more. Laziness, Okami. You gotta be lazy.
Oh man, you had to tell them they're on 1-8.
No, I didn't say that they were on 1-8. All I said was 1-8 is the stage that eliminated me from Mystery Tournament.
Okay.
Okay. So, because both of them are on 1-8,
They are both.
they
are
would
both on
think that I am
1H.
talking specifically to them and not necessarily to anybody else. Okay, so in Discord, I said, fun story, 1-8 is the stage that eliminated me from Mystery Tournament. That says nothing about where they are, does it? Does it say? No.
No, you got me there. If neither of them get through 1-8, though, by the hour, we may have to do a VOD review to see who won the match, because I couldn't tell you, just by looking at this, how many blocks they got in the right spot or who did it first. So I would likely have to review the VOD if neither of them cleared the stage. Yeah, they'll be more motivated to beat the stage or think about alternate solutions.
Liz just asked me, am I way behind? And I'm like,
I told
can't,
you, bro.
I can't tell
I told you.
Look, you're allowed to play mind games. You're not allowed to tell them who's in the lead. I fully support mind games. Whatever.
Okay,
Everybody, don't go look at VODs. Everybody just ignore the past, okay? That's why they called it the past. Because it's in the past, right?
It serves as proof of what you did. We have records.
Records suck. Who thinks that records are cool? No, records are dumb.
Well, you heard it. Speedrunner says records are dumb.
It's true. Hey, okay. I still have grief about the freaking Xena boards, because back in the day when we started them, like, I think it was Author Blues who was like, you know, maybe we should include in-game time just so that we can sort of see what that means. And now the people who run it only use in-game time in order to measure world record. And because of that, all they do is they reset in the levels over and over again until they have a good run for that specific level. And it's like, you just remove the whole reason for a speed run, you nerds. You absolute tools.
So to stop you for a second, I like what DoWolf has going on here. He doesn't have enough moves to clear the stage, but I think he's on a really good, on the right track for getting through the stage. So if he remembers what he did and can optimize it a bit better, I think DoWolf is going to beat the stage soon. And DoWolf complaining about the battery.
But yeah, like the current quote-unquote world record for Xena is like a shortish in-game time, but the run is over an hour. Like, I think it's almost an hour real time, which is like 20-ish minutes longer than it takes me to play. Anyways, blah, 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 blah. Segmented runs are fine. It's just, if you're pretending that it's any percent, that's not any percent. That's a segmented run. Yeah.
So when I went to PAX, if for anyone who is unaware, GDQ had a showing there, and one of the things they had there was the GDQ Gauntlet, where they basically gave you they gave you 4 mini challenges, and they had like practice areas where you could practice on them, and then you could get in line and try to attempt the challenges.
Oh yeah.
And they gave you a bit of buffer as well, where if you had 3 lives basically. So if you died in one of the stages, you would lose that life. The stage would reset, and the time that you took on that first life wouldn't be added to your total time. Only the successful run would be added. So the day I ended up doing one of those challenges, they had
Liz might have it.
Oh.
JK. Liz is close though.
Liz is close. Is stuck there. But Liz does have 5 pieces in the right place. I don't know if Dolwolf might have gotten to that. Oh yeah, Dolwolf is at exactly that point. But now has to figure out what Dolwolf wants to do for the rest of the stage. I applaud the.
Okay, I like it. Dolwolf also freaking out because both of them have 5 in the right place.
The 5 is the best that we've seen somebody do for how many get in the right spot. Now it's just a question of, can one of them get all 6 of them in the right spot and clear the stage in the next 10 minutes?
Yeah. I think so. Like, they've gotten really close. I think they've got the right ideas in general.
I definitely saw Dolwolf in a winnable position before, but just lost the stage because Dolwolf ran out of moves.
That's life. It's hamster life, you know?
Alright, so what's... Oh. Dolwolf's gonna have 5 in the right spot again. He's going to... Oh, I think Dolwolf has it this time. Turn around.
Yes!
There we go! Dolwolf did it! Dolwolf is free!
Dolwolf has cleared the level that eliminated me from Mystery Tournament. Congratulations, Dolwolf. You are the true hamster. I bet Liz is going to do it as well. It took me so long. Like, I think
it took both these players a while, too.
I think it took me over an hour, though, because I was choking so hard.
Yeah, but still, no shame in that. Both these players are really good players.
Oh, yeah.
They're both GMs. They've both seen a lot of games. When both of them were competitors, they both made brackets before. Like, they are Kuso-tested people.
Kuso-tested?
They're Kuso-certified.
Everybody, if you are Kuso certified, see your doctor immediately. That is not good.
I regularly talk to my doctor about if I'm Kuso certified. Oh, Liz is saying that she thinks that she literally cannot do this. Oh no, Liz! At least Liz probably enjoyed this more than the last game I gave her, I hope. This is... I do have the sentiment with this game that... And I have this similar sentiment with a lot of puzzle games. That it's a game that I enjoy, but it's a game that I enjoy more, like, playing it casually, and as opposed to, like, in a race setting. Just relaxing, thinking about my moves, not having to try to rush it.
Oh, yeah.
Just taking all the time I want to take. Alright, so what are you doing now, Liz? You've got 4 of them in the right spot, but now you're not in a position where you can get... You can't get to those other 2 without moving around a few more blocks first.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is that you can't get into the area, the end area, without backing up. That's the only way that you're able to get in there, just due to the way that the level's laid out, and because of that, it's, like, it feels like the solution is easy, but, you have to just do a few weird things to make it work. Liz... Huh.
Liz is... I think if we see a run where Liz puts 4 in the right spot and then takes one of those 2 and breaks up the pieces to have them not stacked on top of each other, I think we might see something then. But no shame to Liz for this puzzle because of how hard it is.
Yeah, and that's the thing with puzzle games that usually when people play puzzle games, I tell them, go ahead, jump to a different level for a little while, clear your head. In a race setting, you're not really able to do that. And that is particularly something that's challenging for a lot of people. Heck, the game that I made that, it's small, it's simple, Magpie, it was fun to put together, but it was also something that I was like, okay, let's go ahead and have level select so that if it doesn't work for people, certain levels, they can have a bit of a breather and do something else for a bit,
Yeah, and if it wasn't, I would have loved to, I don't think it would have been the fairest race, but I would have loved to just be like, yeah, just clear as many levels as you can, I don't care which ones. But having it linear makes it easier for tracking, so
yeah,
that's what we're doing. But I would be okay with maximum chaos.
Liz also has another issue where she keeps using up some of the moves, like moving a little too much, and because that, wasting the moves early on, if Liz backs up here, that's going to be a waste of moves. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That is a correct solution. But yeah, okay, there we go.
Liz
around may have it now.
We'll see, because... Okay, so you're going to put those into place. And then you're going to back up. Oh, come on, back up, Liz. Turn around, pick that one up. Yep, Liz has gotten through it. And they're back on 1-9 with each other again. So it may come down to who gets more pieces in the right spot. I think I saw Dowolf get 1 piece in the right spot, but I would have to check the VOD to be sure. So that's our current metric so far.
Yeah.
Let's see what Liz does on her first push through here.
That's another thing that I really like about our community, even the games are bad or just BS, but we're here to cheer people on for their victories, and even if they struggle for a while, that's fine. We're here to cheer them on and hope that they're able to do well, and occasionally you're gonna have failures, and that's fine. We're here to cheer you on and maybe laugh a little bit occasionally, but not because you're doing bad.
I want to see people succeed at these video games.
Yeah.
Alright, so with us being so close to the hour, what I would consider doing if I were Liz is just get as many pieces as I can into the right spot in a run. Even if I know it's not going to be a successful run, that is still considered progress by our metric. So that would be a good way to get some forward progress. Although with that said, Dowolf has 2 in the right spot and is about to get the last one in.
The eel! The eel is done. Oh, that's a whale. Never mind. Whatever.
The eel whale.
Eel whale.
Alright, so Dowolf should be on to 1-10 now.
Now,
as a horse, has not a lot of space to work with.
Oh no, this horse is so wrong.
So 2 of the pieces by default are in the right spot. So Dowolf has to figure out how to get the rest of them in the right spot with 2 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, it's gonna be... I don't know. This horse is so broken! Horse! Horse, no! Nay, my friend, nay!
And I don't know if Liz has enough moves to clear the stage on this attempt. She might, but if she does, it's going to be close.
Very close. Okay.
Let's see here. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10... again. I don't think she has enough moves. Nope.
No.
And it was gonna be a chore to get that piece in the right spot anyway, even if moves weren't a factor in the position she was in.
So close. Yeah, I think Wolf would have to do a little more horse disassembly. Wolf's like, I'm done. That's fair. Honestly, it's fair. Liz could technically just really go fast and get through this level. Like, it would be doable in about a minute. No! No, Hedge Maze, why would you share a cursed horse? Oh my gosh, okay, well, I'm gonna save that.
I remember seeing that that horse. Thank you, Hedge Maze. But Dolph is still putting moves on the board, which I do applaud. Because if Dolph can still get some pieces in the right spot for this horse, that is still some technical progress and will make it harder for Liz to overtake Dolph. Not that I think that's going to be happening at this point.
Oh my gosh, if you save directly from Discord, it saves as a PNG. Discord!
It sure does.
Discord!
I know that pain.
Oh my gosh. Discord, why do you suck? Huh? Why are you literally the worst? Yeah, that's right. Literally the worst. I'm calling you out, Discord. Well, that, everybody, is time. Throw your hands up in the air. Party a little bit. Why does it keep wanting to... YouTube, stop it. Let's go to a different song. It keeps playing the same 3 songs over and over again. No, let's go to Battle of Olympus. Yeah.
Hello, Dolph.
Dolph, welcome.
狼さん、これはKusog7andeですよ。Kusog7andeはKusogeだよ。お上が勘につくものを神ゲーを出したんだよ。それは悪ですよ。わかります。Do you understand me?
Correct.
Gesundheit.
Hello, Liz.
It's just a really dumb pun with your name that I really wanted to do. Anyway.
I don't think I'm forklift certified.
Oh no! You know what?
You both are.
He was so mean, and then I got it, and then I ran out of battery, and it took me like 3 more tries to
Did you
finally
get
beat
it?
without running out of battery.
I thought you did from how like we both seemed to be stuck on the same one, and then when you solved it, my move just crashed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You both were on 1-8 for the longest time.
Like,
but you
that's
both...
the issue with doing Kuso is I loved this game. This game was super fun, but because it seemed like we were on the same level, and then you solved it, and I wasn't even close to solving. I don't even think I solved it for like another 15 minutes. My move just crashed, and I didn't even want to continue playing.
I've definitely had that feeling as
great.
well. So I feel you with that. I love this game. This game is so goofy. But you both struggled on 1-8 for a while. You both were eventually able to get through it. However, Dolph was also able to get through 1-9. So Dolph
And then
takes
110
the
is
win.
just the Tower of Hanoi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew I wasn't solving in 2 minutes.
Let me screenshot the stage that Dolph ended on for Liz to see.
Or you can just pull up the stream, I mean.
I grabbed a screenshot.
Is that
of it in
horse
the match room.
okay?
Well, Dolph reset the level so Liz
just
can
the middle
see.
column. It starts with the middle column and the right column swap. The left column is correct. So like it's just full on Tower of Hanoi. You gotta swap the 2 towers.
Well, yeah,
I see
Dolph,
how
just
to do
reset.
it. I don't want to like go through the motions. Oh yeah, all right, I can do that. Right.
Yeah.
I have the power.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna push through it to, like, even if not beat the stage, at least try to get as many in the right place as possible.
Oh, I mean, I was messing with it.
Pressure.
It's just like,
Yeah.
like it's not one that visually looks complete until you're most of the way there. It's the problem.
Dolph, the word
may
is
have
over
noted-
that. Dolph, get rid of the start, but the start.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's gone. It's gone.
How often do I have to
Okay.
yell at you, Dolph?
Oh no.
Until I hear you, which could take up to an hour.
Oh no.
Oh, that horse isn't okay.
No, it's not.
You may have noticed, like, when I got to 1-9, I was like, I'm not beating this. So I just tried to put him in the correct order, like, as fast as I could to try and get maybe slightly ahead of Dolph.
Oh, yeah.
Like, been trying to
It
actually.
did take me a
figure it
couple
out.
tries to actually beat that stage, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one that I'm sure I could beat in like 5 minutes.
By the way,
What
Liz, Okami actually was commenting about you, like, needing to do exactly what you were doing, just trying to get as many pieces in the right place as possible. And so like, Okami talked about the meta strat of just try to get as many in there. And you did it.
That's
You
what I
were
was
doing
trying.
it. Yeah.
I was doing the meta strat. It's just Doolf was further ahead than I hoped.
Not by
Yeah.
a lot, though. Like, it
No,
was really close.
I did close. Like I said, this game is really fun. I got so discouraged, and
Yeah,
like
both
I
were.
solved it. I solved 1-8 like really early, and then I just like got in my own head, and I'm like, I can't do this. I just
Yeah,
kind of
you-
shut down.
I was
you
really...
both
Oh, go ahead, Okami.
You both were neck and neck pretty much throughout the whole race. Like, it was pretty close. There was never really a point where one of you pulled very far ahead of the other. You were both basically neck and neck. There were multiple
That's
times where
good.
you both solved the puzzle you were on at basically the same time.
That's
Yeah.
good. I bet chat was like, Liz, what are you doing? You're so good at
Not
that puzzle
really,
game.
no.
It's hard.
But yeah, so I mean, for me, like I also like the game. Like the rant I gave to was basically saying this isn't a Kusog, this is a Kami game. And of course it's a Kami game because we're giving out by Okami. It's in the name. But for me, like the way I approach these kind of puzzle games is very kinetic. I want to like physically just like push things around and try things and just feel it through it that way.
Yeah, and,
There's no
and the
undo
battery
button.
makes it
Why
really
is
hard.
there no
yeah.
undo button?
There's
That's all
no
I
undo
need is an
button.
undo button.
Yeah, I agree 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
If there was an undo button, genuinely, I would recommend this to.
Yeah,
like,
this would
a lot.
actually be an outright great game if there was an undo
I,
button.
I
It's
agree.
unfortunate.
I
How-
even programmed an undo button in my little puzzle game because
how-
people
how hard
wanted
could
it.
be?
It's good. It's a good thing to have.
What was going through your heads when you got through the tutorial stages and got into the first proper stage where it was your first stage where you had a limited number of moves?
I'm forklift certified.
I was like, oh, this is fine. I see how to solve this puzzle. Wait, I just ran out of battery. Wait, I need like, needed like 10 more moves on my strategy for that level.
I got through. I noticed it. I was like, okay, because like in the beginning it had infinite, and I'm like,
Oh, I saw there was a battery. I just like didn't think about the fact that it was going to be that strict on 1-1.
yeah.
Yeah, my
It's a good introduction. You don't have that many moves, but there's also not. It's also a pretty small stage, so there's not too many things you can try. So I think it makes for an alright introduction to it.
I am going to be seeing forklifts moving in my head as I close my eyes for the rest of the day. It's like a Tetris Effect game.
I love it. Well, like that, like I think that the battery is one of the things that they could have gotten away with. Maybe have that as a challenge mode. You know, the
Oh
specific.
yeah, hard mode.
Yeah,
Hard
hard
mode would be
mode,
great.
limited number of moves. That would be definitely worthwhile. Just throw it out.
I'm okay with finite moves. Just have an undo button. Let me not
Yeah.
have to restart the entire level because I accidentally pressed the wrong
Yes.
direction once.
God,
Yeah.
I accidentally pressed the wrong direction so many
And-
times.
And some of the stages I think were designed around the idea of, yeah, they're easy to solve if you brute force them. It's just trying to solve them with as few moves as possible. Which at that point, like, there's already a grading system in the game, so you could just like leave that in, and that would end the unlimited moves, and that would probably be incentive enough for players to finish stages in as few moves as possible.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, with the PS1, you know, they were experimenting with different ways to make a puzzle game. So I imagine, you know, it wasn't quite as refined as other games came later on. But that combined with the tank controls that are a little bit confusing, tank controls for a puzzle game, I don't know if it's the best idea, but at the same time,
You know
for a
what the best
forklift
idea
game,
is?
what?
Putting googly eyes on every single box in your factory.
That's true. I like that idea.
That's all I like. The game does not call them googly eyes in the text. I forget what the word means in English, but all I can see is googly eyes. It's so cute.
Oh my gosh. I have to ask Doe Wolf because I know that you speak Japanese. Did any of the Japanese help you?
I mean, maybe a little bit. Like, it told me... Oh, okay, so some of the levels have fun names. Like, when I shouted peanuts in the chat, that's because I entered a level.
Oh, that's
I
why.
have no idea what that
Yeah,
meant.
I expected the artwork when I got into the level to be peanuts, and then it was like a horse, and I'm like, so confused.
The horse's name is Peanuts.
I don't know, maybe.
Yum. I was like,
Don't eat the horse, Braccia.
Don't eat the
people
delicious
have
pork-
eaten
no.
horses for a long time. Am I above
Yeah, but
other
raw?
people? Well, no, I'm not going to eat a raw horse. What are you talking about? Ew. Ew. Yeah.
But horse sushi. Don't you want some horse sushi?
No.
No.
Okay, we're done
Oh, you
with this
get wormed.
conversation. Seriously, great job. And
G-
Liz,
GG.
I was thinking,
Hi.
you know, you were, like, I could see you getting frustrated, and I'm like, I know Liz, I want to cheer her on.
I did get frustrated. It's okay.
Especially when you beat 1-8, I was like, yeah, because that is the level that eliminated me from Mystery Tournament, and I was so angry at that level. And the fact that you beat it before the hour made me extremely happy. And it wasn't
I
that
was
long
proud
after
of you.
Doe Wolf as well. Like, you were really close.
If we had 2 hours, maybe I could have come back.
I think if you had an extra 10 minutes, you might have been able to come back. Like,
I mean, as
it
far
was
as I know, it
close.
was going to take me a while to
Yeah,
not
it would've
mess that
taken
up.
me a while, too. I want to say, so
Yes.
the first time I was ever in a Kuso bracket, I got in, immediately lost 2, and got knocked out. The second time, I won 1, lost 2, and got out. This time, I won 2, and now I'm going to get knocked out. So
You're
I'm
going to-
getting better.
You're not out. You're going to the losers bracket.
I'm not out
you're,
yet.
You're
not out
hanging in. So seriously,
Hanging in.
like this is really fun to pit the GMs against each other just to see how you all do and heck how I do compared to all of you. I wish that I could play, but at the same time, you know, I run it, so I can't. I just have very much enjoyed the GM bracket. So before we leave, I want to remind people Tuesday we usually have Don't Make Us Bored. We haven't had it for a few weeks, but as long as I'm not like dying from sickness, we'll probably have it. Also, remember tonight, deadline for GDQ submissions. If you want to submit to AGDQ, I'm gonna be stopping the stream and preparing for that. What else? Friday,
I
Grudge
gotta
Match
get up on that
over on
too.
GDQ. I'm running that. You should all check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun this week. We have Psychonauts as well as something else. And then what about Doe Wolf? What do you have going on?
Not much has changed since yesterday. I still gotta get my GDQ submissions together. My goodness. And then I don't know. I haven't streamed much lately. I should get back to streaming more often. I don't know. Maybe I've been reading like 500 books, and that's all I've been doing in my spare time. Reading books, reading VMs,
That's good.
reading stuff. Oh, it's good. It's just like, oh god, I have GDQ submissions. Oh god, I have Questing for Glory submissions. Oh god, I have Big Bad Gameathon itself. I need to
That's
focus
coming
on
up.
that half of my
12
life.
days in 12 days. Big Bad Gameathon. Yeah, what about
Yeah.
you, Liz?
I recently got a job being a lead
Nice.
level designer, so I've been pretty busy.
Ooh,
Other
awesome.
things- And I've been playing this game right here called Arcana Strikes for the Sega Saturn that no one has ever heard of. It's good. And Tactics Ogre, and just general video games. I play a whole lot.
Arcana Strike. That sounds
It's
interesting.
It's a card-based RPG that's entirely in Japanese, and it's quite good. Maybe you should check it out.
That
Ooh.
okay? You've just described like all the words that I love in one sentence, so I will need to check this out.
Yeah, check it out. It's
Yeah,
good.
congrats on the job as well, Liz. That's
Thank you.
really cool. And you'll have to show us a little bit later on when you're able to. Of course, not until when you're able to. I would
Yes.
love to see it.
I can announce it. I can't show things yet.
Can you announce what game?
Yeah, it's called Kitsune Tales.
I feel like I've heard about
Fox.
that one
I like
before.
foxes. They're okay.
Someone page Polk.
It's a it's a cutesy platformer where you are a lesbian kitsune saving your girlfriend. It's cute.
Heck yeah, that's what I love to hear. Okami, what are you doing?
I mentioned Retro Book Club the other day when I gave out Slamscape, but I'll mention it again. Hey, if you like some of the games that I've been giving out here for the GM bracket and are interested in playing some of them in a more casual, non-race setting, well, join us for Retro Book Club and submit some games for a group of folks to play and find out what they submitted for you to play as well. All just some casual fun, just people hanging out in the call. No racing or anything, unless people want to. I mean, I'm not their boss.
I'm going to want you to link me to that actually.
I'll shoot you a link to the Discord in DM. Signups are actually open right now, so if you wanted to get in for this week's, you could.
Yeah, it's during.
What's up? What's up, Liz?
Have the games been chosen?
No, because you're the one who picks the games, or at least a game.
Yep.
Okay.
Basically, everybody comes with a game, and then you play them.
Yeah,
Nice.
each one for about half an hour, or until people get tired of the games.
Well, everybody, I need to take off and get ready, get GDQ submissions ready, get ready to do some work, actual work tonight, and then see if I'm sick. So we are going to go ahead and raid Poexel, who's currently doing Lufia 2. And let's go ahead and say empty. That's a good raid message.
Empty.
Or peanuts, if you want to say peanuts.
Peanuts
That's
is also
that's
good.
completely fine. We'll be back hopefully on Tuesday. Otherwise, the Kusog7ande Discord, as well as Twitter and Blue Sky, I always announce what's going on here. So see you all later. Take care, friends.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Have a good time. Ah!